and borders, fear and pride. Truth don't see the lines we draw. No lines, no lines. Same breath moving through us all.
The Black August Organizing Committee was born out of the culture of resistance which developed among New Africans in the most socially hostile, violent, and politically repressive conditions existing in the U.S. fascist arrangement in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Prison. The BAOC was organized by the same implacable New African warriors who created Black August, the very same men that sit before you on this stage today. It is important to understand the commemoration of Black August Memorial and the establishment of the culture of Black August resistance gestated in a very practical notion. There are certain things, as New Africans and principled men, that we simply weren't going to accept. We resisted, we fought back, and from the day those determinations were made till this day, we have sought to enshrine these and other tenets of Black August into the very culture of our people. This year's theme for BA 47, Is There Anything You Stand For That Transcends Our Oppression?, echoes our continued commitment to that determination and has influenced every facet of our ideas, work product, and organized activity. This includes the formation of new structures around which we all can organize. The need for organized collective work and shared responsibility in our communities has never been greater than it is today. Most of our neighborhoods face dire challenges, including economic disinvestment, limited access to fresh food, educational resource gaps, poverty, insecurity, and social isolation, which is generational in scope, their roots reaching back as far as the historical miscarriage which saw us bound in chains and stolen from the shores of Africa. The absence of unifying platforms where our people, even at the community level, can come together to address these challenges has created a clear need for structured, effective, and inclusive approaches to community building and shared responsibility. Working to positively change the conditions our people live under and empowering us to meet the challenges which face us all is the whole of the culture of Black August resistance we have nurtured in our people for 47 cycles and countless decades before we ever coined the term Black August. One of those efforts, the United Communities Initiative, UCI, a product of BAOC members, was organized to serve as a cooperative structure of residents, community development activists, organizations, and other like minds who recognize the value of social cooperation as a foundation for community development and improvement, are willing to work together within a shared framework for neighborhood development, wish to contribute their time, skills, and resources to strengthen their communities over time. Sisters and brothers seeking better living conditions for themselves and their families, as well as those active in various community improvement efforts. All are welcome in this effort, for it will take us all to free us all. We believe that inclusive participation from diverse perspectives strengthens our collective work. The purpose of the United Communities Initiative is to restore our communities to some semblance of what we know we are capable of as a people, developing sustainable local initiatives and creating networks of residents capable of working together to address shared challenges and explore mutual opportunities. Through cooperation rather than isolation or competition, we seek to strengthen the social fabric of our neighborhoods, support local leadership, and reclaim our community's foundational values, where residents of all backgrounds can participate in shaping their shared future as one new African people. The United Communities Initiative, through its various formations and initiatives, serves residents in alignment with local conditions and priorities. This means, though we employ the full catalog of programs outlined in the Autonomous Infrastructure Mission, we recognize that specific projects and approaches will vary from neighborhood to neighborhood based on identified needs, unique challenges, and available resources. Each local chapter, wherever organized, must determine which efforts to pursue first and how to implement them most effectively for their specific community. The New African Workers Union, NAWU, Citizens Initiative, is a stage of UCI development where, once structured and operational, we establish these new institutions into districts, expanding our capacity for broader self-sufficiency, self-determination, and self-defense. Today, we want to share with you what we know our unity as a people is capable of, what our vision for the restoration of our communities and our new African people looks like, and more importantly, offer you an opportunity to join us and add your ideas and contribute your vision to what will be our collective future. We, the new African people in America, are the descendants of those who survived the Ma'afa. We are the inheritors of the struggle for a free, just, and equitable basis of life for our people, and we are the architects of the future we demand to see. We acknowledge the immutable truth articulated in the Code of Umoja, Article 3, Section 1. The first, foremost, and final source of all new African law and power is the new African people. This new African National Convention was organized in response to the historic moment now upon us. The forces of reactionary white supremacy, economic strangulation, and cultural annihilation seek to erase us from the earth, and our relatively disorganized response to it necessitates that we convene to determine how we will govern our own development. We reject the isolation and dysfunction that has rendered hollow the institutions meant to serve us. We reject the petty squabbles and the narrow circles of division that leave us picking at each other while the beast continues to lumber forward. We recognize that the current iteration of our development efforts has been unequal to the demands of the many challenges before us thus far. Therefore, we look to the source of all power, you, the people, as we convene this new African National Convention. We move as new African dialectical materialists, understanding that the conditions on the ground, the fentanyl in our people's veins, the guns we point at ourselves on our streets, the empty refrigerators in our kitchens, are not abstractions. They are the material reality we are charged with changing, and we know that the final interpretation of all analysis must be materialistic. What we seek to do must be real, concrete, and tangible. We understand concretely that no one is coming to save us. Therefore, we must build for and with ourselves. Guided by the new African principles of Umoja, unity, Ujima, collective work and responsibility, and Ujama, cooperative economics, we ask you to consider, what if we came together, not as disparate groups competing for crumbs, but as a single united force striking at a single point of our collective oppression, together? As you engage with the presentations and solutions offered here today, we encourage you to keep this consideration. What if we came together to overcome our oppression, foremost in your minds? And if we did, what our lives and the lives of our children could actually look like?